Well, when it comes to paint finishes, there is nothing better than a professional paint booth made out of a cat food box and some bent wire. Right, let's leave that alone for a little while and then turn them round, do the other side. Well now, farming, where to start? Ah dear, I guess we ought to start by talking about a friend of mine. Now, I'm not going to mention her name because I'm going to say things which could be misinterpreted and, you know, possibly cause a problem for her. This friend of mine works for a shop that sells fresh produce, and it's a shop that's closed on Sundays and Mondays every week, and they have a little problem that on a Saturday afternoon there's always stuff that has to be thrown away because it's going to be out of date by Monday morning. And she's a lovely girl, and she very often will bring things from the shop to her friends, to her family, that otherwise would have gone in the bin. Now, last year she very, very kindly gave me a melon. Now, when I say she gave me a melon, she gave her mother a melon, she gave her brother a melon, and she still had 2 or 3 that she didn't know quite what she was going to do with. Now, when it comes to free food, you know, I'm quite happy to receive free food. You know, if any of you have got any that you feel the need to send me, you know, pack it properly because the post doesn't like delivering melons with an address on them. Anyway, she gave me this melon, explaining that it was absolutely right to be eaten today, she said, on this particular Sunday afternoon. So I got home and I sliced a piece of melon, and it was gorgeous, absolutely wonderful. Why are these pots stuck together? Come apart, come on. So, I like this melon so much that I thought, you know what, I think I ought to grow some of those. So, if you like a melon and you want to grow them, well, it's quite a simple matter. You take the seeds out of it. Now, there's a problem with seed taken from shop. I was going to say shop bought, but yeah, if she'd bought it, it would have been shop bought. But there's a problem with some seed that the people that develop and modify seed, they have this terrible thing that they patent seed. They modify it, some genetically, some by clever breeding, and they take out a patent on the seed. And some seed is what's known as terminator seed. And frankly, this is one of the biggest crimes against humanity. So, I don't actually know if the seed from these melons is going to grow. but we're going to give it a go. And here in this pot we have melon seed from a beautiful sweet melon that I ate last year, that I was given by a delightful young lady. I'm sure there's some terrible dodgy jokes we could make about young ladies and melons, but we're not going to, because this is a family channel. But yes, I hope that I'll have some melons later in the year. Well, that's 15 potted up. Yeah, I've still got an awful lot of seed. That's insurance. I don't know if these will take or not. They're not certified seeds. As I say, they came from a free melon. But what I do know is I only need to supply everything I could possibly want 4 melon plants. So time I've got these, assuming that they grow, and time I've potted up these, I'm going to have an awful lot of melons, perhaps, which probably means that I'll give some away, presumably to the Formation courgette eating team.